a lot of people ask me what is it that I do, and you know, like with all the research that I read, and with, you know, with the studies that I see, I come up with constantly. I'm constantly changing what I'm doing in order to achieve optimal health, to be constantly, you know, again, trying to make sure that my body's able to maintain homeostasis, which is the body's ability to balance things. In order to achieve health, your body has to maintain homeostasis constantly. And so there's different things that we look at, or that I look at, and I try to put into my body the right things. Now, you know, I'm always going to be breathing in the air, you know, and unfortunately, we don't. What is air? You know, people. This is something that a lot of people don't realize, that when we're out, you know, driving around or breathing in air that's right next to a major highway, it's different than breathing in air that's like out in Colorado or up north in Canada. You know, when I went to Colorado, to Durango, Colorado, and I'll never forget getting off the plane and breathing in the air, and there was a difference. And I think that people who have been to these parts of the world, that actually went places that they're like, wow, the air here is different. There was like a pine smell, that because we were up that high in the mountains, and we could, you're breathing in better quality air. And rather than being in the city, and you know, there's a certain smell when you're in the city. Well, it's invisible, but we're breathing in chemicals. So one thing that I always recommend to my patients is to change their filters on their, you know, for their AC, you know, every, I don't know, 2 to 3 months. You know, the environment is so toxic in the city that we really have to change these filters. And that is one easy thing that you could be doing in your house or in your apartment, to at least be breathing in cleaner air. You could purchase also, you know, air filtration systems for your rooms that will be able to, you know, clean the air in your house. I think you remember a long time ago that they used to have these oxygen bars, which is a great concept, but I don't see that many of them anymore. And a lot of things that we do now with patients that snore, or even patients that are having you know, different types of conditions, is that we measure their, you know, while they're sleeping, how much oxygen is actually getting into their system. And a lot of times we're noticing that people are, you know, have decreased levels of oxygen in their blood, and they are having problems at night sleeping and actually getting the proper air in. So that's why you have more people on something called a CPAP machine when they're sleeping, so that they're able to get in more oxygen, because if you're not going to be able to sleep properly and get in the correct oxygen, you're going to have, again, that's a stress, and you're going to develop conditions that you're going to have symptoms of during the day. And a lot of people are having these problems. So I recommend that you guys change your air filters and do what you can to make sure that you're breathing in as much clean air as possible.